Quit sharing, I guess. Welcome to the Ask Domnat Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The fastest 30 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you might know me as Ask Domnat. And I am so happy to be back. For those who noticed or cared, I have been away for a week or two. Obviously, the show, the snow, everything has been throwing me off, but I'm happy to be back with you guys. And we have a jam-packed show. I've wanted to talk to you guys for over the last week about everything that's going on. I have an amazing show. So let's get right into it. What's today's rundown? Today, January 30th rundown. Welcome to the last day. Is it the last day of your month? Maybe not. January, one of those 31-day months. But on January 30th, rundown, Tesla ends Model S and X. Tesla is no longer going to be making those shaped cars. Why? Spoiler alert, robots. Robots, stay tuned for that. Replacing cars with robots. And this is news. That is a fact. Amazon cut 16,000 jobs after leaked email. Isn't that crazy? If you're just going about your day grocery shopping and you find out if you work at Amazon that you might be losing your job, we're going to talk about that. And we have a viewer question. Dom, with all this job uncertainty, with all this and that, I want flexible schedule. Where can I find remote jobs? Where can I work remotely? You ask, and I am delivering. I will give you a list of places where you can find remote jobs. I'll give you a list of opportunities available right now. No holds bar. Let's get into the Tesla. So Elon Musk announced that he will be closing down a factory in California that actually not closing the factory, just transitioning the factory that makes these cars. These cars right here, the ones that open like this, these are the last ones that are being made, and they will be making humanoid robots now. Humanoid robots, these Optimus robots instead. Is that interesting? I mean, first and foremost, I understand it. I don't get it, because if you look at Tesla's stated mission early on, is it a car company? Is it a robotics company? Or is it just a profit-making machine company? It doesn't matter what they sell. It's like Berkshire Hathaway. Started off as a textile company, but guess what? They became an investment firm. It doesn't matter what they're selling. They just want to make money. But these are two different functions. You're closing down a car company for my robot. Well, my robot, unless I could jump on its back and it can take me somewhere, So if you bought a Tesla, a Model X, going like that, how are you feeling? How are you going to get support for your car if they're not making anymore? And is this really going to be a big thing? Are these robots, are you allowing these robots in your house? Are you buying a robot? Are you saying, you know what, Elon, we love you so much that I want to start buying these robots. Tesla's closing down the shop so that you can have more access to robots. Is that what you woke up today and said, man, you know what, I wish I just had a robot? And if cars are expensive, if you're complaining about the price of your car, now remember, Tesla made those cars, and they were about $100,000. Then $120,000, I think, when they started. And then they decided, well, not enough people are buying them. It's too expensive. Let's make a cheaper version. And then you had the ones that open like that, regular doors. Right? They came in they're now at 77 or 97,000, I think I saw, regular door cars. It's almost like some people I know have those cars that open like this are embarrassed because they don't open like that. So Tesla's primary group and audience is like, well, I don't know, how they're feeling because they invested in the brand. Now they're getting thrown out for the robots. What did Elon say in Davos? Is he saying, you know what?
Humanoid robotics will advance very quickly. I think we do have some of the Tesla Optimus robots doing simple tasks in the factory. We expect probably later this year. By the end of this year, I think they'll be doing more complex tasks.
Okay.
but still deployed in an industrial environment. And probably sometime next year, I'd say that by the end of next year, I think would be selling humanoid robots to the public.
Oh, credit to Elon Musk. Credit to Elon Musk. I don't care if you love him, hate him, or like an Elon fanboy. I don't care. But credit to him for 2 weeks ago just saying, you know what? This is the direction I want to go. I want to sell robots to y'all. By the end of this year, I want to put it in place where you can. We're going to be producing these robots so that they can work in industries and blah, blah, blah. Maybe sweatshops are going to be affected. I don't know. But now, by the end of next year, I want to have them in your house. I want you to tell me, will you have a robot? Like, that's all I really want to know. Like, are you having this thing in your house?
And actually, my prediction is in the benign scenario of the future that the robots will actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Whoa. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. Like there will be such an abundance of goods and services. Because
other predictions, Elon?
My prediction is there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect,
Okay, Elon wants to make more robots than people. And when it comes to human purpose, right? Like, and not only we're gonna have so many robots that you won't even have a need for anything. You won't even need to ask it anything. Can't ask it for a ride because the car company shut down the factory. But you won't need anything. But what happens with human purpose? Well, nothing's perfect. I don't know. That's the news, guys. Just keep it up. I'm not giving you my opinion on it necessarily. I think it's interesting. I am going to give you my opinion on it. I think it's weird a little bit when we start thinking that we need to optimize everything. There are certain things that don't need to be optimized in life. I like the robot idea. I love it. Give me a helpful robot. But there are things that we do for the pleasure of doing it. Right? Go for a walk. When you go for a walk, you're just exerting energy. They're not doing anything special. But why do you do it? Because it's about being a human. You help somebody. Somebody falls. I like to help them up. I need a robot to do it? No, I mean, I guess I could let the robot do it. But I'm here. I'm a man. Look at these arms. They're here to help. I will beat a robot up, by the way. Now, when they start getting used for war, that's going to get interesting. Babysitting. And then the cybersecurity aspect of it, people are going to start hacking robots. It's going to be, have we not watched enough movies to know what's coming next? All right, guys, let's go on to the next article. Amazon has announced that they're laying off 16,000 employees this year. 16,000. I don't know how they come up with these numbers. But obviously, Amazon is one of those stores that or companies that they're worth $2.5 trillion or more. They're coming into an age of capitalism that we haven't been at. The problem is that Amazon has so much money, they don't know what the purpose of their company is anymore. What is their purpose for existing? Is it to employ people? Is it to service people and service the public? Or is it to give back to shareholders? Because their shareholders, if you got into Amazon early, are filthy rich. Filthy rich. So do they just want to be richer? And when you start laying off 16,000 employees, what are they going to do? And their jobs are being replaced by AI and the robots. So look at this tweet here. This is from the American Tax Fairness tweet. We were told corporate tax breaks would create jobs. We've given Amazon $9.5 billion in tax breaks over the last 7 years. Since October, they've announced layoffs of 9% of their employees. And all those tax breaks did was make their CEOs and wealthy shareholders richer. So I don't care who you vote for. I don't care your politics. But is the system working? Is Amazon getting tax breaks saying, hey, American government, American people, give us money so we can grow our company. We're going to grow it. And then we're going to lay people off. Why? Because we got to get more money. Amazon made a profit of something like $135 billion. And that number, if that number is wrong, it's only because it's too low. I don't remember the exact number, but they made more than $135 billion last year. Just crazy. So where's all that money going? And then they donated to the inauguration campaign. They donated. They made a movie about Melania Trump. I haven't seen it, but I might go watch it for news. They spent hundreds of millions of dollars in lobbying, but they're letting go of 16,000 people. What do we have next here? Look at this. It's not only Amazon. I'm saying Amazon, but look at all these companies that are laying people off. Look at this. Over the last year, Amazon's at 30,000 because remember in October they let go 15,000 people. Now they're another 16. So I don't even know if this number accounts for the 16 here, but they might jump up. Citigroup, 20,000. Dell, out of Austin, my old town, home state there, 13,000. Before, if you worked at one of these companies, you were like, wow, the corporate jobs, at least the corporate jobs, and they're letting go of corporate people. So I'm not even sure that I feel really bad for these corporate people, right? I feel bad for anybody losing their job, but some of these guys have been just getting rich. And now AI is doing their job, and they're getting fired, right? Like so far, AI has not taken a sanitation worker's job. Thank God. I did see an AI or a robot grass cutting machine. It might take some grass cutting jobs. I'm not going to lie. I hate to say it. With Tesla building self-driving trucks, it might take some truck driving jobs. But where do we end? What happens right now if I add all these jobs up? This is over 100-something thousand. I mean, this is way more than 100,000. Look at this. Meta and UPS alone is at 69,000 or 59,000. Everything else. So where are all these, call it 200,000 people going? What if these 200,000 people, and I have this gig, I don't even know if you can call this a job. Call this 201,000 with me. Because this isn't a real job. I'm just talking to y'all. Thank you, and I love y'all. But what if we just say no mas? No mas. I don't want to keep slaving away for these corporate companies, going from one to the other, getting fired, getting replaced. There's always a new fear, and they keep taxing us. No mas. What if we just stop? What happens to the system then? What are these companies worth without the people? Well, technically they let us go, so maybe they're still worth trillions. I don't know. But if you are impacted by this, so as one of my followers they asked me, Dom, where can I find a remote job? I want to travel. I don't want to necessarily be in the office. A lot of companies want you back in the office now. I'm working with companies that are saying, you know what, the day of COVID is over. We want our employees back in the office. Where can you find remote jobs? Well, today I'm going to share with you 5 websites that you can find remote jobs. Shout out to a creator. I'm going to put her info down below in the comments that is putting out some amazing content. I forgot her name, but about remote jobs. I did source some of this information from her. But let's go over 5 websites that you can find remote jobs. The first one here, since I'm already on here, I'm sharing my screen. Live Ops Agent of liveops.com, right? This is basically remote live agent availability. What are the basic requirements? Let's start the basics. Be 18 years or older. That's easy. And if you're not, then maybe go work at a restaurant like the rest of us early on. Completed high school diploma or equivalent. Be a resident and authorized to work in the United States. I'd say this one is more optional than anything. But yeah, do your thing. So those are the basic requirements. Now, the thing with live ops agents is that they don't work everywhere. These are the states that they are available in. Pennsylvania, DC, all this Northeast stuff here. great. They're not in California, Oregon, Washington, New York, and New Jersey are not available. So if you're in one of these states with the blue, then you can apply here, get through the onboarding. If you're not in one of these states and you still want to check them out, right? Maybe I don't know how they know where you're at. Maybe the address that you use. So use that what it may. They do run a background check, criminal background check. And then let's go to the get apply now. I haven't gone through all of these, but I did see that this one I think had a like a 40 something dollar background check that you have to pay. But these are the current positions open: customer service agents, healthcare, licensed insurance agents, bilingual Spanish. Yo puedo aplicar. Pam, pam, pam. I will vote for Donald Trump. Ya saben, si habla español, support agent, independent contractor, vienen aquí, empiezan remote work. Just so happens that I know a lot of y'all, or I can say a lot of us. So por aquí, look. So you have, just check this out. It's all the eligibility requirements right here. Is the page that I started on, but the computer, you got to have a regular computer, security, blah blah blah. If you're working from home, all this stuff is just basic. Next, let's go to I think is this one here. Okay, this one. Omni Interactions, another one, right? Like if you just come here, omniinteractions.com. Join now. You pick the country that you're in. Obviously, United States if you're watching from here, but some of the other Latin Latin countries and territories, and then the Philippines. I went to United States. Look right here. What's the setup? Complete questionnaire. It's 15 to 30 minutes. Pick a contract. You apply for different contracts. They show you how much each contract role is. Spanish bilingual. You see that's a big thing. And then what I did see here is what I was talking about, which is computer skills, really, what you have to have at home. They need to verify your identity. You have to do some paperwork, and then there's a $40 background check and fee. This is all just very straightforward stuff, guys. And then the only thing that I did notice is that you must schedule your hours 2 weeks in advance. So just depending on the type of flexibility that you want, you can come here. Expectations 18 hours per week for scheduled work. If that aligns with your kind of your work hours and requirements, there depends on what you're looking for. Did we go over it? Tell us already. Another one. Let's not spend too much time here, but you just pick your country. These here, they're based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And again, they have, so this company is interesting because they sell their services to companies that are looking. They sell their services to companies that are looking for remote workers. So you just come here to job openings, and let's see here. You put in the different keywords that you want, job types, digital freelancer. This one's a little bit more professional job training. So AI data training specialist, UIM developer. If you don't even know what these are, then they're probably not for you. But these are more professional roles. You see where their locations are. Some of them are in-house. Some of them are hybrid, up to 3 days on site per week. So you just have to look at the jobs that you want. This one's the more professional one, but they do work with larger companies quite a bit. So it might be a higher paying job in some cases, but just look for what works for you. And then I'm going to go to this company here, Appen USA. Appen USA. We're always hiring amazing people to join our remote team. Look at her smiling, remote working. Why should you consider applying? Well, it's connected, inclusive, flexible, purpose-driven, whatever all that means, people. So it comes back down to, I love when I see the pay range, right? Like, and here, $500 sign-on bonus, $20 to $32 an hour. Very simple, guys. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint and a clue about how to get these jobs. I'm going to give you just a 2-minute. We're coming up on time. And this year, this month, today, I'm going to be very strict with my regiment to make sure that I give you guys the answers that you're asking. I want to give you guys so much value this year that you're going to say, I can't believe that I did not know about Ask Domnat for however many years I've been alive. I can't believe that Dominique Pereira is giving me this much value. And it starts today. So with Appen USA, what they're looking for, back to my screen here, what they're looking for is global shipping and logistics coordinator, customer agent, chat email, work from home. Right now, here's where I really wanted to focus on: travel consultant, fitness program coordinator. If you're looking at these jobs and you're saying, well, I want to get hired for these, but I'm not getting called back. Look at what you're putting on your social medias. Look at your website. Look at your resume. The first thing that I'm going to do when I'm hiring a travel agent is go check their social media out. Did you put content about your travels? Do you put content about the things that you're trying to apply for? Or are you putting quotes of the day? You're putting depressive stuff. You're putting your astrology signs that nobody cares about, right? No, it's not that you're a Sagittarius. It's that you're toxic. That's why you're not getting a job. It's not that it's not your month. It's that you're wasting everybody's time with irrelevant content. Your social medias, your digital platform is the biggest resume that you can have. So if you want a fitness program coordinator job, you better be putting fitness content out there. I don't care about anything else. I'm hiring you at $30 to $50 an hour for fitness. That's all I care about you. It's fitness. And I'm sorry that we have to have this relationship, but welcome to the world of economics. Welcome to the world of capitalism. It is just their interest. If I want to hire somebody that's a virtual health and wellness coach, please have some virtual wellness content. Focus, put a website together. Use AI for it. You can't be getting left behind. Sorry, but that's the truth. So now, what you go here? Appen also has another category that is for crowd gen. Crowd gen, get paid to shape the future of AI. If AI took your job, guess what? You can help it take other people's jobs. We come here because these are project based. You come here, all these projects that Appen has to help train AI models. Record German sentences from home, get paid. Record French sentences from home, get paid. Je ne sais pas pas français, j'espère, je ne sais, je ne sais pas. So they're teaching, obviously, language models. And if you speak another language, you can apply to get paid here. How many? This project here will get paid $30. Record 0.5 valid hours or 30 minutes, whatever, sentences. So come here, check this out, but start making sure that you understand the world that we're in. The digital and global world that we're in is that you are a walking billboard of whatever product, service, or talent that you have. Don't think of the old world of just putting pictures of your cat and your dog or some dumb content that nobody cares about. Now, if you have that, that's fine. Keep it for your friends and family. But if you want the world to take the 2 seconds of a detention span that we have and give it to you, if you want us to look at, oh, you put this out, you better make me laugh. You better educate me. You better do something that's worth something. Give some value and get in return whatever you want. Now, I took 30 minutes out of my day to educate y'all on what I found. However, this is just a small list. These are 5 companies that you can find right now to get AI jobs. If you want the full list of companies that are offering remote jobs available today in your state, just comment the word remote. I'll send you the full list. If you want to learn more about AI implementation, AI training, if you want me to put together an AI course, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. I want to make you the best version of yourself this year. Help me help you. And the best way to do that is continue to tune in to the Ask Domnat show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. The fastest 30 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you know me as Ask Domnat. I'll see you on Monday.